Hello friends, in this tutorial I want to teach you how to solve the roots and powers of a logarithm number less than 1. If you observe the numbers that I have here, all of them are less than 1. 0 point, 0 point, 0 point. So they are all numbers less than 1. So how do we operate their powers and their roots? We don't use calculator to press it direct. So let's look at how we do that. So I'll create a table. This is my number and my logarithm numbers will come here. So we take the first one, the numerator. I have 0.0099 raised to the power of 2. The first thing I'll do is to get my characteristic. I'll move 3 places to the right, and then I have bar 3. Then I'll check for 99 under 0 from the logarithm table, and that will give me 9956. Then we must have to multiply by 2. When you have a power of 2, use the power and multiply the logarithm number. But we will not use calculator to press it directly. Okay, separate the characteristic from the mantissa using addition sign. So I'll have bar 3 plus 0.9956. I'm multiplying both of them by 2. Okay, so I've just separated. If you add this and this, you get back this. So I only separated the characteristic from the mantissa. Then multiply. 2 times bar 3 will give me bar 6 plus, you can then use calculator to press this one, 2 times this, and this is giving me 1.9912. Having multiplied, you add them together. Okay, so let's add. If I add this to this, I'll be having bar 5.9912. We're actually adding the whole number parts. Okay, but minus 6 plus 1 will give us minus 5. So we are done with the numerator. Let's move over the denominator. I'll be having 0.000907, the sixth root. This is the sixth root. So let's get the characteristic first. I'll be moving to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep counting the place values until you count number that is not a 0. That is when you are going to the right. So I will have bar 4 point. Then let's check for 90 under 7. And that is 9576. Now, because we have six roots, we are going to divide by 6. Then before we divide, we are going to separate the characteristic from the mantissa, but we don't just separate it like this, separating the mantissa and the characteristic directly. You are going to look for a number that is bigger than 4, and 6 can divide that number. Substitute it for bar 4. So what number can 6 divide that is bigger than 4? That number is 6. Use it and replace bar 4. Then what number can you remove from 6 to have your 4 back? That is 2. So minus 6 plus 2 will give me 4. Okay, so bring down this one then, 0.9576. Then we are dividing by 6. Let me take it again. To separate the characteristic and the mantissa when you are dividing, okay, look for a number that number here can divide and the number here is bigger than it. Let's take another example. Let's assume I have bar 5.8245 and I am dividing by, let's say, 3. I'll look for a number that 3 can divide that is bigger than 5. Substitute it for 5. That number should be 6. So I'll call it bar 6 plus, what number can I add? What number can I remove from 6 to give me 5? That is 1. I'll then bring down this 8245. So bar 6 plus 1 will give me bar 5. Once you have done this, you can divide. So 6 divided by 6 will give me bar 1. Then use calculator and press this one, seeing that it does not have bar again. So this is giving me 0.4929. So we add, we are going to get bar 1.4929. So having done my numerator and my denominator, we are going to subtract denominator from numerator since we are dividing. So my numerator is bar 5 0.9912, and then I have bar 1.494929. So we subtract. 2 minus 9 cannot work. Borrow 1 from here, add here, we have 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. We have 0 here now. So I'll borrow 1 from 9, add here, I'll have 10 minus 2. That should give me 8. I have 8 remaining here. Borrow 1 from 9, add here, I will have 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. Then this is 8 now. 8 minus 4 will give me 4 point. Then this is minus 5 minus minus 1. Please put it right so I get the right value. Minus 5 minus minus 1. Because of this minus, because of this minus, because of this minus, this is what we have. So this is minus 5 plus 1. This will give us minus 4. So we're going to have bar 4 here. At this point, we check for the anti-logarithm from the anti-logarithm table. We are checking from the decimal 0.49 under 8 difference 3. And that is giving me 3150. Now, what do we do with our characteristic? Our characteristic, so long as it's a negative value, bar 4 is negative. It talks about 4 zeros, since I have bar 4 here. So, and it is coming before the numbers. Each time you have a negative characteristic and you have found the anti-logarithm, just add the number of zeros of that value you have there. Okay, I'll add 4 zeros, then put decimal points after the first one. If you want to change this number now to standard form, you are moving from the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop after the first number. That represents this number. So each time you are done solving the anti-logarithm and you discover that what you have here is a bar, just add that number of zeros to the front of the numbers you have here. Put your decimal point. I will take us through the solution of the number 2 question so that it will cement what we have done in this number 1. So we have our number and logarithm. So this is 7th root. So I'll have 004786, and this is 7th root. So we check for the characteristic first. We move 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have bar 4. Then we check for 47 under 8 difference 6. And that is 6799. Because of 7th root, we are dividing by 7. So we separate. Look for a number just like we did here. A number that 7 can divide, and that number is bigger than 4. So it's going to be minus 7, bar 7 rather. You now add. What number can I remove from 7 to get back 4? That is 3. Once you bring down the decimal, 6799. So we are dividing by 7. Alright, so 7 divided by 7 give me by 1 point. Use calculator and press this divided by this. This is giving me 0. This is plus 0.5257. So we add, we are having by 1.5257. So the next thing we are going to do is to check for the anti-logarithm to get the value of this expression. So for anti-logarithm, we check for 0.52 under 5 and difference of 7. And that is giving me 3355. Then what do you remember I said about negative numbers here? Any negative number you have here, that is bar anything, talks about the number of zeros in front of this number. So since I have 1, I will have just a single 0. Then put my decimal point. This becomes the solution to this. You can verify by pressing it directly with your calculator. Before we end the tutorial, let's consider this. I have bar 5.6288. Let's assume I am dividing by 4. You see, I will look for a number that 4 can divide that is bigger than 5. I'm only doing this for an emphasis sake. That number should be 8. So I will say bar 8. What number can I remove from 8 to get 5? That number is 3. You now add this decimal, 0.6288. Then you go ahead and divide. You divide this by 4, divide this by 4, and add. Now, but what if it is multiplication? If it is multiplication, just separate. We are going to have bar 5 plus 0.6288, and that's all. You then multiply this times this times this, you add the whole numbers. Thank you so much for paying attention in the class today. I encourage you to click the subscription button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me also on Facebook and TikTok, and share this video to your friends. God bless you. Bye bye.